Okay, so we're actually going to start standing. So your first movement is a standing movement, looking at mobility in the shoulders. So from here, I'm just going to give myself a few little shoulder shrugs, lifting my shoulders up to the ears and then sliding them down the back. I'm just easing into my shoulders, and I'll do a few forwards as well. Just freeing up that release, that tension from being in bed. Now I'm going to soften into my knees and take some of the kind of pelvic movements. I'm going to roll into masculine, sliding my shoulders forward, chin to chest, rib cage knitting together, and then into feminine. So it's just like an upper body tilt. So I'm just easing through these two movements, forward and back, masculine, feminine. Again, just freeing up from being laid in one position for a few hours. And then I'm taking that movement to my pelvis. So I'm going to go pelvic tilt from here. So I can just put my hands on my hips if that helps. Just scooping that toe under for masculine and then releasing it for feminine. Again, just those mobilization through the spine, freeing up any inbuilt tension. So we're starting the first move in soft knees, so a little bit of bend in the knee. You're going to pick up any arm you can start with. You're going to take the arm up to the ceiling and then release it back. So it's just one arm. So it's going up into a circle and back. Now, I want you to feel that you can power up and then release. So it's still circling, but you're putting more effort into the upward motion. Just one arm. One arm, one arm, one arm, one arm, one arm. That's it. So you're just taking that power through the upward motion and release. Mobilizing into that shoulder joint, finding that space, loving all the clicks and creaks that are coming out of the shoulder. Okay, so after probably about, I don't know, I don't ever count them, thinking about 20, you're going to take it forward, but into a figure of 8. So you're circling in front and then circling behind. Now, when you're doing this movement, take more of a bend. So bend into the knees, use the shoulders, use the back. Find that space, move into it. Take any adjustments you need to. If they've got restrictions in the shoulder. Again, powering up and then releasing. So more effort on the inhale, on the movement against gravity. And then finally, go back to the circles. If you had circled forward, circle back, vice versa. Just a few more. You really want to feel that you've got that mobility, that release in the shoulder. Okay, and then just release out. So again, it's up to you how long you do that for. Anything up to a couple of minutes. Just checking out the difference between one arm and the other. And then from there, change arms. So more lift up and release. Again, making any adjustments that you need. Noticing how it feels on this side as opposed to the other side. Take it mindfully. See, Jules is suffering a little bit there. Just take it easy. And then from there, invite it into a figure of 8. So obviously, if it's really painful, don't do so many. Build up. Remember here, you're inviting a bit more holistic movement through the body. So much more incorporating shoulder, pelvis, rather than just isolating into the shoulder. And then I'm just going to go a few more circles. And then I'm releasing. So just shaking the arms out a little bit. Now remember, you can do more or do less of that movement. We're going to go from shoulders down to hips. So before we do that, I'm going to get you to take your hands on your hips and just take some hula hoops, just so you can free off a little bit into the hips. Again, you could incorporate a bit of pelvic tilt here. So as you take the bottom back, you're in feminine, masculine at the front. So using the core. And then circling in the opposite direction. Okay, so bringing in a few windmills first. So as you come back to the center, soften into the knees, still into the hips. Pick up your left arm. Sorry, I'll mirror you. Use your right. Pick up your right arm, side stretch over to the left. And from that side stretch, you're just going to turn to face your left foot. And then you're going to fold forward, letting the head and neck relax into a forward fold. And then you're going to slide your left arm along the floor, pick the left arm up, and you're back to standing with the left arm lifted. Side stretch over to the right. Turn to the right, and then fold forward. Transfer, change over the arms, pick the opposite arm up. Over to the left. Turn, forward fold, pick up the right. Over to the right. Turn, forward fold. Last one. Side stretch to the left, turn, release. And then ease back, both arms released. Okay, from the standing position, I'm going to clasp the hands behind the head. Soften into the knees again, slide the elbows in towards the midline, drop the chin to the chest, and then release out. So just take a little hang into the head, neck, and shoulders. So just pause on the way down to feel that little release into the neck. Leading with the elbows, and then when the elbows get towards the floor, start to lead with the crown of the head. And then eventually bringing the hands down, bringing the knees down so that you're onto all fours, spreading into the fingers. From there, taking those lovely releases into cat-cow. So it's like an up-facing cat to begin with, sending the chest forward. Pressing down from the tops of the toes, and as you exhale, taking that angry cat position. Inhale, up facing cat. Exhale, angry cat. Up facing. So the next time you take angry cat, take the bottom all the way to the heels. Bring the forehead to the floor. And then imagine that you're rolling a marble along the floor with your nose. So pushing the nose along the floor, sliding the elbows out until the ears reach the thumbs, and then drawing the elbows in and lengthening the chest forward. Okay, one more time. Angry cat. Bottom to heels, exhale. Drop the forehead down. Roll the imaginary marble along the floor. Draw the elbows in. Pick up. And then just lift up with the lower pubis so you're in a neutral position. From here, you're going to pick up your left leg, take it out behind you, 90 degrees. You're going to exhale, bring that left knee towards the left shoulder. We dog, commonly known. Inhale, take it back to 90 degrees. Okay, from here, counter pose, left knee towards right elbow, internal hip rotation. Up it goes, 90 degrees. External hip rotation, knee to shoulder. 90 degrees, internal hip rotation, knee to right elbow. One more set. 90. Knee to left shoulder. 90, make sure you turn that left hip down before internal rotation, knee to right elbow. And then release. Okay, if you need to just stretch out the wrists here, so just take your left wrist, turn the back of the hand to the floor, and then just spin on the back of the hand. So you're turning through the shoulder joint, spinning around on the back of the wrist, bending the elbow, releasing the shoulder. Okay, you're going to stay on the left side. Keep the left arm, pick it up, slide it out to the side, and then take the left fingertips behind the right wrist, and then release onto the outer left shoulder. From here, take the right arm forward. So you've got this stretch through the whole of the back of the shoulder blades. Remember, the weight is going through the left shoulder, not the head. And then you could pick up your right arm, wrap it behind the back, either to the left buttock or slotting in to the inner left thigh. From there, tuck the back toes of the right leg under, slide the right leg out behind you. Now you can either keep the toes on the floor or you could lift the right leg up in the air. Release the right leg, slide the knee in, release the right hand, and then slide the left arm all the way out to the side. So, we're going to do the same thing on the right. So starting with the legs, right leg lifts 90 degrees. Right knee to right shoulder. 90 degrees, making sure you turn that right hip down, and then internal hip rotation, right knee to left elbow. 90 degrees, you're doing this 3 times. Wee dog. Just noticing if the internal hip rotation or the external hip rotation feels more accessible. This is number 3. Back to 90 degrees, and then bring the knee down. Turn onto the back of the right hand, and then spin on the back of the hand. Releasing into the shoulder, circling around on the back of the hand. One more time. And then from there, pick up that right arm, take it out to the side, thread the right hand behind the left wrist, thread the needle position, take the left arm forward. So you've got that little extension at the back of the shoulder blades. So lots of different options here. You could stay with the left arm forward, or you could bring the left arm behind the back, maybe slot it into the right inner thigh. And then if you wish, you could add in a leg, tucking the left toes under, sliding the left leg out behind you. And then maybe reaching into the right arm and lifting the left leg up to the sky. Try and keep a bit of the left hip pointing down, toes pointing down. And then ease out the way you came in. Slide in the right arm out to the side. And then easing forward. Let's just throw a little down dog in here. So peeling upwards into down dog and having a little walk out with the dog. And then just slowing down that walk out. Because from here, we're going to be on our bottom. So you can soften into the knees. You can walk the feet towards the hands and come on to your bottom. So you're going to start with the legs out in front. I've got my feet on the floor. I could turn my feet out to about 10 to 2 if you want to. From here, I'm going to take your arms forward, and as you exhale, draw the front body to the back body. Just a bit like that cat movement that we did. As you inhale, you're going to send the top chest forward, arms out to the side, and then push off of the big toe of the right foot and the little toe of the left foot to twist around to the left. Breathing in, little toe of left foot, big toe of right foot, brings you back to the center. Arms back out in front, breathe out, front body to back body masculine. Breathing in, arms wide. Chest through, breathing out, push off big toe of left foot, little toe of right foot, twist to the right. Back to the center. Arms out in front. Josie's going, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Front body to back body. Up, forward. Push off. So this time, take a twist. Right arm outside of left leg, left arm behind. A couple of moments there. Remember, you can turn the head over the right shoulder. A little bit of a release in the neck. Okay, I apologise that the other side can be facing my back. So first of all, release the head to the left. Pick up the arms, slide back to the centre. Bring the arms out in front. Front body to back body. Chest lifts. Press through. Turn and twist. Use the arms if you need to, because you're going to be bringing the arms in anyway. Right arm behind, left arm outside of right leg. And then from there, turn the head, gaze over the left shoulder. From here, release, gaze over the right shoulder, and then lift up, ease back to the center. Okay, this time we're going to come back onto semi-supine. So slide the arms behind, release down into semi-supine. So we're going to take the feet to 10 to 2. So this is one option for the next move. So I'm in 10 to 2 position. As I exhale, I'm going to release through the feet so that my legs slide over to the left. Then I'm going to pick up my left leg and place the outer shin or ankle outside of the right leg. That's it. So you're just feeling that stretch into the outer right hip. Hold that for a moment or two. So you're maintaining that shape, but you're just going to roll onto the whole of the right foot and bring your body to the center. So you're in eye of the needle position, or keeping that left ankle crossed over the right leg. From that position, draw the knees into the chest, clasp the hands behind the right thigh. Inhale, take the right heel to the ceiling. Keep that left elbow reaching into the left thigh. Exhale, bend the knee. Twice more like that. Inhale, heel to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee. One more. This time as you bend the knee, place the right foot to the floor. Send the arms back out to the side. And then see if you can twist to the right, keeping the legs in that position. Encouraging the weight into the little toe side of the right foot and the little toe side of the left foot to get the left knee up to the sky. Good. Okay, we're going to change legs from here. So we're going to slide back to the middle. Release the left. Notice the difference in the two. Take the legs wide and move both legs through the feet over to the right. Pick up the right foot off the floor. Use the right leg to lengthen through the outer left leg. Feeling that into the outer left hip. Hold for a few moments. From there, roll through the foot, keep the legs in that position, slide back into eye of the needle. See if you can reach into the outer right shin for the right knee to move out more to the side, and then draw the legs into the chest. Threading right hand between the gap between the legs, so you're holding behind the left leg. Breathing in, take the left heel to the ceiling. What you done, impinge the neck. Breathing out, bend the knee. Twice more, heel to ceiling. Bend the knee. One more. Bending the knee this time, foot to the floor. Reach the arms back out to shoulder height. And then roll to the left. Inviting the left little toe side to the floor and then the right little toe side. Obviously rolling into the big toe as well. And there, inhale, ease back to the center. Undo the legs. Bring both knees into the chest. Have a little rock from side to side. From there, we're actually going to rock back into sitting. Last movement. And again, you could leave this one out. It's the movement from deer pose. So I'm going to have, I've got my right shin. If I show you from the front, it's like a running deer position. My right ankle is in line with my right knee. My left knee is in line with my left hip. Yeah. It's a similar movement to that side-to-side movement, just a bit more challenging. So you're going to roll through the feet and then see if you can replicate the position on the opposite side. So I'm going up and moving to the side. That's it. So I stay in this position where my front leg is at 90 degrees to the foot and my back hip is 90 degrees to the knee. I just roll through the feet and change direction. So maybe see if you can do about, I don't know, 4 to each side. I realise time is catching me up. So approximate the next one, the next set, your last set. And then from there, cross the other leg over. So you sat back into Sukhasana. Shoulder blades sliding down the back, chin moving to the back of the throat. We'll just pick up the right arm, take a hold of the right wrist. You don't need to check if this is helping because you know it is. Drawing the elbows wide. And then releasing. Just turn the head to the right. Just release fully in the neck. So bring the head back to the center, change the legs over. Pick up the left arm. Have a little hold of that left arm, left wrist. Draw the elbows wide. Soften into the tops of the shoulders. Gazing up into the back of the left hand. So again, I'd do this probably for at least 10 seconds. And then from there, undoing the arms. Just have a little gaze over the left shoulder. And back to the center, breathing in, gather the energy, gaze up to the thumbs, and just seal that through the third eye, the lips, and the heart. Okay, you're done. Let me just stop this recording.